Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Afisa Shahiba Vandana with lesson number 178. So I will present the material that have been studied in language learning assessment course, and here I will explain 5 material that have been studied in LLA. So first of all, I will describe the definition of language learning assessment. Language learning assessment is the process of evaluating a learner's proficiency in a target language. Assessment in language learners can take many forms, including standardized tests, proficiency exam, performance assessment, self-assessment, and teacher evaluation. So here, three function of language learning assessment. First is evaluating language proficiency. Language learning assessment aims to assess to proficient individual in using the language that they have learned. It includes listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills. So the second is motivating learners. So language learning assessment, it also aims to motivate learners by knowing their level of proficiency and seeing the progress they have made. Learners more feel motivated and continue learning and improving their language skills. So the last is seeing how well learners can use the language even without knowing a specific language course. And next is objectives of evaluation in language learning assessment. The first is checking skills. It's also checking listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills and determining the ability to comprehend and produce language. The second is improvement, like watching how learners get better over time and writing down what they achieve and finding what they can do better. And next is object of evaluation in language learning assessment evolve. First is how each person does, like looking at what each learner can do on their own and giving advice that fits what they need to learn. Okay, the second material is rules and procedure in constructing a test. Bloom's taxonomy. In this taxonomy, educational objectives are divided into 3 main domains. They are cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. There are 3 domains of Bloom's taxonomy. First is cognitive. The cognitive domains involve mental process such as understanding, remembering, and thinking. Second is affective. This domain relates to feeling, attitude, and value toward learning. And the third is psychomotor. The psychomotor domains encompasses psycho skills and body movements such as drumming, dancing, or using tools. Bloom taxonomy help educators organizing learning goals into cognitive, affective, and psychomotor domains. This allows for target teaching that considers student mental, emotional, and psycho development. Okay, the next material is definition of the text. A test is a means of finding out the nature, quality, or value of something, or procedure or method for identifying something. In the context of education, a test is a set of questions or practical activities that show what someone knows or what someone or something can do or likes. Okay, here the strength and weakness. So the first is strength. Strength, they are setting up the test is very easy and does not require a long time. And next, the respondent has the freedom to answer and express his thoughts. Practice creativity when filling in answer. And the weakness is less can be used to test subject whose scope is broad or many. Next, the possibility of heterogeneous answer will make it difficult for teacher to score it. And the last is the different characteristic of making essay can lead to misunderstandings. Okay, the next material is rules in constructing test item and test scoring. So first is rules in written test. Here are the rules typically used in written language assessment test. The first is multiple choice question. Each question gives you a few options to choose from, and pick the answer that seems best on the hints, and check mark show the right answer. And next, matching test. There are 2 columns and one with question or the other with answer. and connecting each question with each matching answer and making sure the answer fit the question and true question. Next is true or false statement. So decide if the statement is true or false. Use T for true and F for false. And next is oral test. What is oral? An oral test checks how well you can talk and speak and understand language and how it's done. You talk with someone like your teacher in conversation or by giving a speech. And what does it check? It looks at things like how clear your words are, how smoothly you talk, and how well you understand what others say. And why it's good? It's good because it's real, like real talking. So it shows how well you can really use the language. And last is performance test. What is a performance test? Checks how well you can use the language in a real situation. How it's done. You do tasks to show how good you are at reading, writing, speaking, and listening in the language. How does it check? It look at how you do things like like writing essay, give presentation, or talk in group. So both of type the test helps see how well you know and can use a language, but in different ways. One by talking and listening, and other by doing things that use the language in real life. Okay, the last material is test and item validity and reliability. Definition of validity. Validity means how well a test or tool measures what it's supposed to measure. So, if a thing has good validity, which means really good at doing job and giving accurate result. Next is type of validity. So, validity has two types. The first type is content validity. This means how well a test covers all the things it's supposed to measure. For example, if we have a math test, we want to make sure it includes all the important topics in math that students should know. Second is criterion validity. This means how well a test can predict or correlate with another test that's already proven to be valid. For instance, if we have a new test to measure the reading ability, we want to make sure the result of this new test match or are similar to the result of reading test that already proven to be valid. So both types of validity are important to ensure that the test used provide accurate and reliable result according to what needs to be measured. Okay, the second is definition of readability. Readability is about how easy or hard it is for people to read and understand a piece of writing. If something has good readability, it means it's clear and easy to understand. It might be hard to read or need more advanced skills to understand. Types of readability. First is test readability. This means testing the same thing more than once with the same tool but at different times. For example, giving a math test to students and then giving them the same test again later to see if their score stays similar. And the third is internal consistency. This is different because we only test something once, but then we look at the data we collect using special method. One common way is by using something called Cronbach alpha, which help us see if all the question is surveyed, for example, are really asking about the same thing. In short, this way of testing reliability help us make sure that whatever we're measuring give us accurate and dependable result, whether we're testing it multiple times using different tools or analyzing the data we collect.